Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. In today's message, what we're going to be going over today is God. I want to just deliver this quick message to you, right? Because um, I was actually walking and I was going to the grocery store, not the grocery store, but I was going to like CVS. That's like literally right up the street from me, and this lady just stopped me and she was like, "Oh my God, you're so pretty." Um, And she hugged me and she was just like, God knew that you was gonna make that mistake. Stop beating yourself up. And she didn't know me. Like she didn't know me. I didn't know this lady. She just stopped me. She was an older lady though. And before y'all be like, oh, Victoria, like you can't be having people just hug you out the blue, da 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 da. Like she literally caught me off guard. She was an older lady, and it just started out her saying that, and I was like, oh, thank you, and literally just talking. She was like she just moved here and to help her granddaughter and stuff out, help her transition into college and everything. And so like I said, she ended up hugging me and just telling me like, God knew you was gonna make that mistake. Stop beating yourself up. And so I wasn't even planning on talking about this. But for me, whenever things like that happen to me, I just take that and I sit and I think and I reflect and I be like, okay, am I supposed to go ahead and deliver this message? So I'm feeling like today, God wants you to know that whatever mistake you made, whatever mistake that may be, right? Only you know what recent mistakes you made. And you've been beating yourself up about it, or maybe you've been in your head about it. You've been back and forth on whether or not what you did and the move and the decision that you chose to make, if it was the right one. And let me tell you something, at the end of the day, when God chooses us to carry out a certain mission, sometimes at the end of the day, we think that we have to be perfect. Or we sit back and we question why he chose us because we know we're not perfect. You have to understand that it's something in you that God saw, and he knew that when he chose you, you were going to make these mistakes, or maybe you were going to revert back to old habits or old ways of thinking, old people. Is it to say that he wants you to stay in that place? No. But in choosing us, because he knows that we are imperfect beings, right, trying to carry out his mission, he leaves room for us to make those mistakes because he knows that we're going to make them. You have to understand that. You know that you're not perfect. I know I'm not perfect. And God knows that there is no perfect human being here on earth. So, with that being said, He knows that we're going to make mistakes. He knows there are going to be certain things that we fight with that we can't help. It is what it is. If you go back to certain people, if you say certain things, you go back to old ways, you get in your head, maybe whatever addictions maybe that you've been fighting with, maybe you slid back a little bit, or you did something that you think people don't know, but at the end of the day, God know. Because see, for that to happen to me and for me to hop on here and let y'all know, I know what mistake I made. And so I was like, whoa, when I got back, I said, that's crazy. Like, I'm like, who is, it ain't no, oh, you got crazy people, maybe she a crazy lady, because she didn't have to say that. Like, God knew that you was gonna make the mistake, and don't beat yourself up. Like, because I'm feeling that a lot of y'all, when y'all did it, y'all was like, dang, man, like, what did I do? Like, what's wrong with me? Like, I don't think I'm right for this. I don't know why this, I don't know if I'm just right. I don't know if I need help. I don't know if whatever the case may be, like, what's wrong with me? It ain't nothing wrong with you. We're trying to be better. And in trying to be better, it takes sometimes recognizing where we're falling short so we can work on that and focus on that. And every day is a new day for us to fight, for us to fight it, for us to get back on track. It's nothing that you have to beat yourself up about. I'm feeling like what it is nothing that you have to really beat yourself up about, or keep asking God for forgiveness of it, right? Because he knew you was going to make that mistake. Nothing's going to happen to you. Nothing bad is because whatever it is that you did, because I'm feeling like what you did, maybe you did it because you're just a good person. Maybe you did it because it's matters of the heart. Maybe you did it because you've been in and out, struggling and fighting with this for so long. And maybe you seen something happen that triggered you and it set you back. But let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you have to understand, like I said, and I'm gonna say it again. He knew that you were gonna make mistakes. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop beating yourself up. I don't know who y'all around who telling y'all got to be, and if you gonna be Christian, get away from these people, man. Because I keep telling you, everybody who Christian, their actions don't line up with it. Let me tell you something. Stop looking at what a person say and in the church we can't da 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 da. I don't know who y'all around that's making y'all feel that you got to keep. Let me tell you something. He knew you was gonna make these mistakes. Okay. I keep trying to tell y'all people. Some people claim to be a God, but they blow smoke because they'll say one thing in the church. They'll say one thing and carry around and rock these Jesus pieces, but at the end of the day, they not really doing what it takes to try to help people or to bring people about their dark moments of their life or dark phases or low points. They make it worse by saying, well, the Bible say this and you ain't supposed to do that. And if you knew that God told you not to do that and you went back, you gonna burn and you gonna do. Listen, I don't know if y'all want to wrote this video off and say, with all the controversy or whatever it is that you want to say, I'm not saying anything about anybody. All I'm saying is if you're around people, because you and I both know that sometimes church people can be two-faced. And I'm just going to put it out there like that because I got a mouth to speak. At the end of the day, church people can be two-faced because they'll say one thing and act like they never sinned or act like they was just always holy and always perfect. I can't be around people like that. That is why I find God on my own. I read the Bible in my own space, in the confinements of my home, because I don't have time for people trying to tell me what it is and what it ain't. Because you know what? There's something that you may be hiding that you think people don't know because of what you show people. But God sit high and he looked low. So at the end of the day, I don't know who trying to make y'all feel bad about. And let me tell you something. Stop going and telling people your business. And when you said back, oh, I gotta go tell my pastor. Do you know what the pastor do in his downtime? Do you really know people? For you to be going into then they make it worse by maybe they'll say something. Well, do you think that was right? And maybe they won't tell you that, but then they start judging. Then you come to church on Sunday. Next Sunday, everybody looking at you crazy and dumbfounded. Stop telling your business to everybody. Stop telling your business. If you're telling it to the pastor, stop. Because I'm telling you, he knew you was going to make that mistake. And he ain't judging you. If God ain't judging you, he ain't looking down on you, then who are these people to do it? If you are around people and if you have told people that, but if you haven't, and you just been in your head about it, and you've been fighting about it, you've been crying about it, stop. Baby, stop. Go outside, let the sun hit your face, my God. Go drink you some coffee. Go drink you some water. Let that sun hit your face. You understand me? Wherever you are. If you're in a cold climate, then you know what? Just do something, your favorite hobby or whatever the case may be, to get you up out that space. Because God knew you was gonna make mistakes. And like I say, he not judging you for it because he left room for that. He left room for error. When you leave room for error, then there's a chance for improvement because you left room for error. Don't get around people who so tied up like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. You get me? Because we're not perfect. We're not perfect. So I want you to understand that. And I want you to understand that if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, a life example, you got it in me. I'm your sister. I'm your confidant. I come with that real. I don't come with that fake. I keep it 100. I keep it a buck. I'm that shoulder that you can lean on, that you can cry on. I'm that listening ear that you can vent to. Okay? We ride together. We gonna slide together. I got y'all back. JC Gang for L. And until next time, stay prayed up and be blessed.